In 1991, I got my first phone call from Jones. Then another, and another. Every week since, without fail, I've had these phone calls with Jones. Not sure what to expect or what the topic will be, or even why I pick up. All I know for sure is every week I get another phone call from Jones.
Mike, what's up? How you doing?
What's the latest and greatest?
Yeah, I don't have the best news. It's not tragic news, but it's not the best news. As you know, last week I was assigned by both you and Black. Actually, I assigned myself, but on your behalf and Brian's as well, to procure Jack White tickets.
Come on.
And
oh my God, I thought something like bad happened. You can't do that, man. That's like boy who cried wolf type stuff.
well, no, it is. Well, it's bad for me. I'm frustrated.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to break it to you over the weekend when we spoke. So
Why? What is wrong with you?
Well, I was hoping I could figure something out or come up with a solution, but what wound up happening, as you know, the tickets went on sale. Last tickets went on sale last Friday.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m. And I had these two gift cards that Brian had given me. Like he had some client that gave me these Ticketmaster gift cards. Like I don't even know, there might be $50 on here. Just take them. And then at my 40th, he's like, I just got these from a client. I'm just passing them along to you, whatever. So I was like, oh, thanks. So I had these gift cards, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to use them on the Jack White tickets. And I went over to the Chicago Theater the day before and said, hey, you know, I didn't want to go on the Ticketmaster and then find out, like, you know, you get like 3 minutes through each segment. And you're like, oh, where would I put in the gift card, whatever. I didn't want to find myself in that mode because tickets were on sale at 10. I didn't want to be like at 10:01, like, where's the number, you know. So I just thought, well, if there's some place I can go, that would be better. So I went to the Chicago Theater box office, and they said, you know what, right in Block 37, which is like 3 minutes from where I work, like a 3-minute walk. In Block 37, there's a Hot Tix desk. You can just go there, buy the tickets. They can swipe your Ticketmaster gift card because they can't do Ticketmaster gift cards at Chicago Theater. So if you go to Hot Tix, they'll take care of you, no problem. I'm like, oh, this is great. So now typically people break for lunch between 11:30 and 1:30 at work, but both the manager and the owner weren't in on Friday.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? I didn't get crazy playing hooky. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have lunch at my desk, but I'll take this time. Like if this is going to be the mice will play while the cat's away, I was like, all right, that's what I'll do. I'll leave work, 9:55, walk over, Hot Tix, get my tickets, walk out. So I get over to their location.
It just sucks if you have to do that, though. I mean, I get it. I want to pay people for an honest day's wage, but, you know, this whole, like, you got to stay till 5, I just don't understand why bosses are like that, man. It's like, just treat people like adults, and they'll reward you, I think, or maybe not. Maybe it's a give an inch, they'll take a mile type of mentality.
Yeah, I agree with you because, I mean, so many times I think, like every day, you know, work starts at 8:30. I'm never there at 8:30. I get there at 8:33, 8:35, 8:40. But then how many times the office closes at 5:30? It's like, well, how many times am I there till 6:15? Like, I don't care. Like, so, yeah, I'm with you. I don't really hold myself to that. And I didn't feel guilty walking away. Had they been there, I probably would have said, look, I'm stepping out at 10 just to get these tickets. It's Block 37. I'll be right back. So I'm waiting.
Meanwhile, if you're like a smoker, you can just do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah, and there are, and these guys take off and, you know, cut their butts and whatever. So anyway,
wait, cut their butts. That's what y'all call it?
I don't know. That's what the kids call it.
Really? They say you want to go cut a butt?
No, I don't think they say that. I think that was maybe an old kid's term from back in the day. But, yeah, so anyway, I go over to get these tickets, And there's like one woman behind the desk. She's setting everything up. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I'm the only one there. So I just sit down, I wait. I'm watching. I'm looking at my cell phone. All of a sudden, it ticks to 10 o'clock. I'm like, perfect. I walk right up. I have my Ticketmaster cards in hand. I'm all set. And I go up to her, and she's like, oh, thank you for waiting. I could see you waiting over there. That was very nice. Can I help you? I go, yes. I'd like 3 tickets for Jack White, July 23rd at the Chicago Theater.
Yeah.
So she logs on, and she goes, okay, well, I have 3 $75 floor seats, whatever. And I go, well, no, I wanted if there were tickets that were for sale around 50, I don't really need to be on the floor. She's like, oh, okay, no problem. Okay, here are the seats right here in this upper deck, and they pull out the map and they point where the seats are. I go, yep, that'll be fine. She's like, they're $49 or whatever. I'm like, yep, no problem. So then she goes back to the computer and starts typing into the system. She's like, oh, I don't know. Boy, the computer is really slow today. I don't know what is going on. It's not letting me purchase these tickets. This is really weird. So then she goes, well, let me see if I can find similar tickets in another location. I'm like, that's fine. She goes back. Okay, here are 3 tickets here. They're right along the side. They're in row N, whatever it was. And she goes, here they are right here. She pulls up the map, points to where they are. I go, that's fine. She goes, oh, but now these tickets they're not the 47, they're 59. I'm like, that's okay, executive decision, that's fine. Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, so back my money, Jones. You and my old lady.
Well, I made an executive decision. So she goes back.
Jesus Christ, $60.
So she goes back to the computer and she starts typing in. She goes, I'm really sorry about this, sir. I really am sorry about this, but they're not letting me purchase the tickets. Let me go see if I can get tickets in another section. Then she goes over and I found tickets. They're in another section, the same price. She goes to pull out the map. I go, don't worry about the map. You can just get the tickets. And every time she was getting the map, that was when we were losing the tickets. So I'm like, don't worry about it. Just you can purchase the tickets. That's fine. Okay. Appreciate your patience. Thank you. So then she goes in and she goes to buy the tickets. And she goes, okay. They're not, I am not able to get into the system again. I really apologize about this, sir. I'm not able to get these tickets. Let me see what's going on. Maybe our system is screwed up right now. And now all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, like, wait a minute. I'm thinking if I go to this kiosk, there's got to be like a hotline, like a bat phone that goes into these tickets. You can't tell me that you're just somebody with a laptop at a desk in a mall. Like then you're not providing me any service. So I'm just thinking, like, there's got to be a hotline to these tickets that you have. You have to have the secret sauce that will get me these tickets. She's like, let me see here. I'm going to see if I can get another way into these tickets. Let me start. And she started dialing into, like, Ticketmaster. And then she's like, okay, well, I found the same tickets in these row, but you know what, sir? I'm just curious. Before I log in here, and we're having all these problems with it. Is there, we're having all these problems. I hate to have you waiting like this. Maybe if you want to try back later in the day and just try online purchasing these tickets. Because I don't know, how long has this ticket been on sale for? I go, it went on sale at 10 a.m. She's like, oh, my God, I think the event's selling out. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, if you work at Ticketmaster or Hot Tix, don't every day when you go in, isn't there like a note left from the manager the night before, like tomorrow, Bob Dylan, Black Sabbath reunion, whatever, Public Enemy, on sale tomorrow. So you'll be aware that, like, okay, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I might meet some Bob Dylan fans. Like, you didn't know. I'm telling you that Jack White tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. and you work here? So then she gets into this other thing of tickets. She goes, okay, just give me, sir, if you could just give me your card, I will purchase these tickets. I got these tickets for you. They're $221 total. And I go, no, the total for the 3 tickets were $221. And I go, okay, well, I have these Ticketmaster gift cards. She goes, oh, okay, great. So she scans one. She goes, that's $50. Then she scans the other. She goes, that one's $50 too. So Brad gave me $100 in these Ticketmaster gift cards. So now the tickets are only $120 total, $40 a piece.
All
That's
right.
great. So then she goes to scan my card, and she goes, oh, it's not processed. And I put like a $400 check in the day before. She's like, it's not processing your card. It's not going through. I'm really sorry about this. I'm really sorry. Now she has Ticketmaster on the line. There's this very patient, and now it's been like 20 minutes. There's this very patient gentleman. I think the event is selling out. I've tried to purchase the tickets 3 times. I've scanned his card and his gift card, and it's not going through. And then they tell her to do something. She scans my card, and then she has to scan the gift card, scan my card again, scan the gift card, scan the card again. And I'm thinking to myself, like, these tickets are going to be $780. Yeah. And I go, is there a problem? Why do you keep scanning? And she goes, well, I've been told that I have to do the tickets individually, even though it's a group purchase. So then she gets the tickets to print up, and she gets me to sign for them. You know how they have that little Ticketmaster receipt, but it looks like a ticket? She hands it to me. I sign it. I sign for the gift card, and now I'm waiting to get my actual tickets. And then she goes, oh, my God, sir, there's something wrong with the system. It is not printing your tickets. And I'm like, wait a minute. I go, did you scan have I been charged for these tickets? Did you scan money off these gift cards? She's like, I don't know. And I had to, it was like 10:22, and I had to get back because I had this candidate that was coming in at 10:30. So I'm like, you know what? I can't wait any longer. I really have to go.
Yeah.
So she gives me my card. She's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. Write down your name and number, and I will get back to you. I'm really sorry about this, sir. So then I give her my name and number. I walk back to work. I go back to work, and there's all these other, like, kind of work things that kick off. Not totally huge, but not what I wanted to have happen after this fiasco, right? So I come back, and I sit down at my desk and try to decompress for a minute after all this has gone on. I go online. I type in, look for the tickets. They're all sold out. Both events are sold out, Wednesday night and Thursday night. The phone rings, and, you know, this is Miranda Deffelbottom, Hot Tix. Mr. Jones, I just wanted to get back to you. And I was like, oh, yes. And I thought to myself, like, great. They got my tickets, and then they're giving me like $25 additional gift card, or even better, they'll say that we got front row seats, compliment to the house, or like some roped off area, and we can meet Jack White for 15 minutes after the show. Like, I'm anticipating there's some level of good news / make good.
Yeah.
She goes, Mr. Jones, I have verified with Ticketmaster that your debit card has not been charged and your gift cards have not been scanned. So you have lost no money on this transaction. I hope that you are able to get online and that you are able to purchase these tickets. I'm rooting for you, she said. I'm rooting for you. I was so defeated and so despondent after thinking, here comes the make good. Honestly, all I said was, I'm rooting for me too. That's all I could say. It was one of those where you're like, you know, as it went down, and I'm walking back to work, and it's one of those, son of a bitch, motherfucker, Ryan, God damn it, motherfucker. You know, like when you're pissed, and it's cascading, and other little things pick at you for like an hour. And then you find out after all that went down, an hour of frustration, you finally get to see, all right, is there something I can do about these tickets? They're gone. Here comes this make good. And then they're like, we didn't do anything for you but not charge you. I'm rooting for you. That's all I got. I'm rooting for you.
Awesome, dude. That's great.
So all that to say, I failed on securing tickets for Jack White.
You are such a pathetic loser.
I know. Oh, it was so, and it was one of those things where it's that cascading it's just that cascading problem of, you're sitting there and you're going, but I did the right thing. I did the right thing.
I went to the people who do this for a living.
Yes, and I was there early. I was the first one there. I had everything lined up and all the cards and the proper date and the event. I had everything ready. And that's the craziest thing. Like, you go to Hot Tix and it's no different than if I had just stayed at work and just went on my computer. I was like, I want to know what's going on with you.
For that? Like service? Like, are you paying a Hot Tix fee?
Oh, the same fees are involved because they were $59 tickets, but the overall charge was $220, so that was about an $11 in fees. Because as it printed up, I even looked at it. And it was almost 20% markup in fees and taxes.
Wow.
And the only reason I went there was the gift cards. If I didn't have the gift cards, I would have just, took a minute, logged on, bing, bang, boom, bought the tickets, that's it. But it was because the gift cards. I was like, I don't know. I want to make sure, I want to know I didn't even know what the dollar amount was on the tickets,
Yeah.
So,
this all reminds me of Jack White's famous song, White People Problems.
It is. It's definitely a white person problem. But at the same point, it's like, come on. All that goes down, and all you can get back to me with is, I'm rooting for you. Although the more that I think about it, if you're not going to give me a monetary make good, that's probably about the next best thing that you can get, is to just have this completely defeated employee say to you, I'm rooting for you, rather than something like, on behalf of Hot Tix, I apologize, or I'm just really, really sorry. I mean, that is about as, I'm rooting for you is about as warm a thing one stranger can say to another, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, aside from please come by at after 8 p.m. and I will pleasure you with my mouth. That would be nice.
That's a non-monetary make good, although not. Not exactly. We're all God's children, but not on that occasion.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Not hot at Hot Tix, huh?
No. Nice person. Nice person. No, I don't like to pile on with the whole, someone saying someone's a dog face or whatever.
Yeah, that's.
But she wasn't a dog face. She wasn't a dog face. But had she made that offer to me, my response would have just been like, "Oh, I will take the reading, ma'am. Thank you."
Really? Oh man. I mean, it's got to be a pretty bad port for me not to pull my boat in a storm, man. That's unbelievable. Good job.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, that is how that all shook out.
So why don't we do this, man? I mean, we don't need, Jack White. I think he's a vampire anyway, man. Like, who wants to be in the same room with that guy anyway? I think he might steal your soul. So we can do, so years ago, the Flaming Lips, that dude, whatever his name is, I can't remember his name ever. Jerry, somebody or other. He, it's one of those. It's like a guy, but it's a band, but it's just a dude.
Right.
So the Flaming Lips, the avant-garde artists that they are, he is or whatever. They had a show.
Didn't we see them at an XRT show 20 years ago? It was like Midnight Oil, Ziggy Marley and the Flaming Lips.
Really? I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever seen them, and I don't even know any of their songs except for Vaseline, right? Isn't that the one song?
Yeah.
That I know? Yeah.
I don't know the band well, but.
Right. And of course, Detachable Penis, I always want to credit to them, but that's of course King Missile.
Right.
Not Flaming Lips.
No, you want to get that one right.
Yeah, I mean, Detachable Penis by all that's good in the world and right should be a Flaming Lips song. I don't know how that happened. Somehow, the Matrix program had a had a glitch. Some band called King Missile got credit for Detachable Penis.
Right.
So, years ago, Flaming Lips had a show at the Metro where the whole concert, like the beginning of the concert, you know, everyone's there, whatever. Presumably there's opening acts, probably a DJ or something. And some character, like some roadie, just walks out, drops down on the middle of the stage, a giant, you know, ghetto blaster radio, and pulls the mic down and puts it in front of the mic, in front of the ghetto blaster, the boom box, and presses play. And the whole concert was playing a Flaming Lips CD to the crowd in attendance. Yes. Yes. You can look it up, man. Wikipedia this shit. Just don't take my word for it.
When was this?
This was like, oh man, it's like 10 years ago.
And why did they do this?
Oh, why? Oh, because you're the Flaming Lips, man. You're the band that should have done Detachable Penis. You can do whatever you want.
Okay, I went to Google it and up came Flaming Lips Boombox Experiment.
See? You don't trust me at all. I love it. That took you seconds. Like, even as I'm telling you things, you're verifying them. I know this happened. I know it. I did not imagine this. I've imagined a great many things. Although maybe everyone in the crowd was totally in on it. Maybe it was a total publicity stunt. Maybe Joe Shanahan, the Metro guy, was like, all right, all my closest friends, you guys come in. We're going to do this thing. I don't know if that's how he talks, but and we're going to do this avant-garde thing. It's half-price drinks. Just be part of this publicity stunt for my friend Jerry or whatever his name is in the Flaming Lips. So all this is a long walk to say that we don't need to actually see Jack White playing his guitar. We can play it on a boombox. And almost feel like we're there. We don't need him and his $60 tickets. That's ridiculous, by the way. I thought they were like, you know, $25 service fee, like $33.
Dude, are you 80 years old?
Yeah, I guess I am. I mean, who wants to pay $60? Not me, dude. Like, shit, that's going to be like a $280 night for me.
Okay, and I get that. I get that you don't want to pay that fee, but dude, the last time a major musical act was like $25.
Well, I guess I wasn't thinking that was at a theater. I guess I'm just so used to going to like a lawn or something and not paying. You know, shit. You were gonna get out of there. Those tickets were gonna be $70 a piece after all the service fees and stuff.
Well, they were, but I did have the $100 discount.
Sure. All right. So I guess I'm an old fogey who hasn't gone out since the Flaming Lips, you know, were doing their boombox concerts in the 90s. I haven't gone out since, you know, Detachable Penis was on Q101. Sorry. Man, like, if I'm out of touch on how much it should cost to go see that vampire Jack White, then I'm surely in for a real rude awakening when it comes to, like, going to a ball game anytime. Dude, like, I guess I've only had like gifted tickets the last few years, so I have no idea how much is like a regular Sox game ticket, like in the outfield.
Yeah, Sox game I don't know. The Sox game I don't know, and they have all those half price nights and that stuff. So yeah, I don't really know. Actually.
Right.
So I know like the Wrigley bleachers are, God, I don't know, $50-$60 now or something like that.
The bleachers for not even a back seat.
Mhm.
Man, so my wife got me tickets. You got them for her
right.
And that was like a buddy's favor, right? But you probably saw the face. I didn't even look at the face, I don't think, on those.
Yeah, I don't remember what those were. But yeah, they're pretty decent seats, though.
They were bleachers. And so I didn't even, that was my first trip.
Oh, were they in the bleachers?
Yeah, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't even know you had to enter through like a different door and stuff.
He got different tickets. I didn't use his tickets then last year. Because the year before, he was kind of off the first base side.
All right. Well, yeah, these were, so, like, I tried to enter with her at Captain Morgan Bar or whatever.
Yeah,
you
have to go in through the bleachers.
Is that what is it, Sheffield and
Yep.
Addis, you know, and they're like, no, you got to go down. And I'm like, what? I had no idea, you know, lifelong Cubs fan, no idea that you couldn't get the bleachers from the rest of the stadium.
Now, had you never been in the bleachers before?
No, never, not even.
Ever? Ever. Wow.
It was cuckoo, but it was kind of cool. Whatever. I don't have a preference necessarily. Like, gotta go back there because I remember. It was fun and whatever. And I guess I had to really so you know I drink a lot of beer and obviously no beer vendors out there in the bleachers. So I mean I was buying them two at a time, but I just couldn't. I couldn't keep up with my own self, and so I had to really plot out because you got to plan your exit to the aisle. It's so tight.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
people
tight.
must have been midgets back when that stadium was built.
Yeah, midgets and no body fat. Just tiny little people in derby hats.
Little people. They were little people. I meant.
Oh yeah. No. I meant midgets.
Yeah. You're insensitive. So I would see an opening. I started to kind of see it that's how Matt Forte must see things. I started to see I'm going to step there, then I'm going to cut it two steps to the left, and then I'm going to jump over that little boy, and then I'll see daylight, and I'm going to make a break for it, and then I'll be having my beer, but then I'll have two beers in my hand, I don't know how I'm going to get back. But it didn't matter. After a while, everyone was toasted out there, so there were shenanigans, but no fight, but there's boobs, and it was starting to get weird. Yeah. And the people taunting the right fielder. We were on the right field bleachers, so I honestly, I didn't dig that, dude. There was a couple of dudes that were getting to be real assholes, and I was like, man, I'm real glad I'm not here with my kid.
One time, one of my friends was out there, and Lance Berkman was in right field, and he was at Houston, and someone whipped a Twinkee at him.
Did they hit him?
No, it landed next to him, and he picked it up and ate it.
That's cool, dude. Although that's pretty risky, man, huh?
Oh yeah, you don't know what happened to that Twinkee.
Yeah, it might have been up some Northsider's butt just seconds
right.
earlier. Maybe he was hoping for that.
Why's it got to be a Northsider's butt? Why can't it be a Southsider's butt?
Yeah, I'm sure. That's what the Sox fans do. They infiltrate Wrigley, stick Twinkies.
You don't think the Leglees have stuffed things up their butts?
No, they're trying to stick it up an umpire's butt, right?
Right.
William Leguee, was that his name? Leguee?
I think it was Leguee, yeah.
From Crestwood, I want to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to look that up.
Or Blue Island or something. Oh man, those guys were the best, dude. Father-son, revelry at its finest. Let's take out the first base up.
Oh yeah, that was golden.
This is the end.
That was golden.
Take off your shirt first, though, because the cops are going to really ship you us. And we don't want to get tied up.
We don't want to get blood on our Kmart specials.
All right. Now you're just being elitist, frankly. So don't you
I
feel...
shop at Kmart.
Yeah, you do. What was the last thing you bought at a Kmart? I know what the last thing is I bought at a Kmart.
God, that's a good question, actually, because I kind of lied there.
I bought a 32-inch Samsung TV at a Kmart.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, the one that you just watched last weekend. Great TV.
Oh.
That sucker won't die. 10 years.
No,
10 years.
It's Taco Tuesday. I've got to go. So I wish you glad tidings, and I want you to, pop in a Jack White record and enjoy yourself, man, because life's too short to worry about little shit.
You're right. I should worry about guns and not Jack White. Actually, I'd rather worry about Jack White.
Yeah, that's more your bailiwick, I think, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, be happy, bro.
Yep. I will.
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right, man. I'll see you. Bye.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.